Hey guys, how is life? Welcome back to Sean Jones Fitness. It has been a while. In fact, it's been like 3 months, but since I've last posted the video. But before then, it was like 2 months before then. I've just been extremely inconsistent. Truth be told, business is going great. I've been busy, but I'm back on it. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's International Women's Day, and oh my god, some of the nonsense I've seen this morning since waking up right up until now, 9:30 at night. Some of the stuff I've seen is absolutely horrendously hilarious. So I wanted to share my International Women's Day experience with y'all. Before we get into it, guys, look, thanks for the 1,000 subscribers. We've still been growing in subscribers, despite the fact I haven't been posting. So I actually want to get back on it now and start posting regularly. If we can push for 10,000 subscribers this year, we're going to do it. We're going to absolutely smash the crap out of this because I'm fed up of hearing all this nonsense, all this political nonsense, this feminism nonsense, this fat activist nonsense, and all this crap all over the place. And I feel like I've got a responsibility to put society back into check. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do, baby. Anyway, yes, so I've also just reached 10,000 subscribers on my Instagram as well. So go over there and follow me, interact with me, send me some messages. That's probably the best place to get in touch with me. Before we get into it, guys, I wanted to make a little mini disclaimer. A lot of people take what I say out of context. They'll hear what they want to hear, and then all of a sudden they assume I'm against equality, stuff like this. When the truth be told, I'm not whatsoever. My point is, the more extreme people go in one direction, then the more that forces a reaction in the other direction. The only thing I really care about is the truth. Now, yeah, this is Sean Jones Fitness, but I'll make whatever effing videos I want to make. I talk about the topics I want to talk about. The fact is I see it so much on social media and in real life and people talking about this stuff. And it does me head in. So, yeah, I've got a gym and I'm a personal trainer and all that. But I like to see myself as a bit more of an overall mentor. Now, you know what I mean? I like to talk about reality. That's what I like to do. I like to talk about what's happening in reality and what's the truth and what do statistics say? What's the real world saying? Anyway, let's get into it. So, ladies, I've figured out what we've all got to do in order to make sure we all empower one another. And this is it right here. Let's make let's make zero effort to hide our tampons this International Women's Day. Oh, there's nothing that says I am an empowered woman like leaving your bloody tampon on the bathroom floor. I tell you what, right? Can someone put in the comments below when it's International Man's Day? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out on my calendar that day. I'm going to have 5 Monster energy drinks, 2 Starbucks coffees, and a pint of Diet Coke. I'm going to have no fibre all day, 200 grams of protein, and then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to do the biggest poo ever, and it's going to be so sloppy, and I'm going to wipe my ass, and then we're going to just leave the tissue on the floor. Hey, male empowerment, let's go. Oh my god. Yes, us men, we need to stand up for our rights. We should be allowed to leave our shitty toilet paper on the floor. This is discrimination. The workplace is sexist because my female boss told me to clean up my pooey tissue paper that I left in the middle of the office floor. Sexism. Oh my god, I can't believe. Look at this. What day? Look at this. Where are we? International Women's Day. Women empowerment. Who run the world, girls? Who run the girl power? Fierce women. Yeah, nothing says fierce woman like a bloody tampon stuck in between your big and second toe. Oh, friggin' hell. It's been a while since I've done a video, and since my last video, there's been the whole Harvey Weinstein, Me Too, hashtag Me Too movement. Let's all stand up and unite and expose all these sex pests in Hollywood. Listen, it's not exclusive to Hollywood. It's just the way it is. It's like when people say there's a paedophilia problem in Hollywood. Yet there is, but there's a paedophilia problem in general anyway, not just in Hollywood. It's representative globally. It's not exclusive to Hollywood. Now, this hashtag Me Too movement, I understand it, and like, you know, obviously we've got to agree that sexual harassment, sexual assault, stuff like this is wrong. But first off, we need to define the terms. And a lot of people don't really know what the terms mean. So a man in the workplace could say to a woman, hey babe, or hey hon, or hey love, or hey darling, or one of these little pet names. And some people might class that as sexual harassment. Is it? Really? Is that sexual harassment? Or is it just being flirty? Or is it just being friendly? Okay, it might not be suitable for the workplace, but come on, it's not sexual harassment. Okay, if a fella's grabbing your backside and, like, you know, saying, come here, babe, I want you now. Let's go in the cupboard and let's sit on the shelf where they hold all the staples and pencil sharpeners and I want to take you from behind. Okay, yeah, that's obviously, like, you know, that's uncalled for. But saying, hey, hon, is not the same.
Well, last week he gave an interview to ABC News about the wave of sex scandals in Hollywood. No, he didn't defend sexual harassment in that interview. He didn't suggest the accusers are lying. He didn't say anything remotely like that, though you'd never know it from the coverage, which in some cases omits any of Damon's direct quotes. So we'll let you decide for yourself what you think of Matt Damon's views. Here's what he actually said to ABC News.
I do believe that there's a spectrum of behavior, right? And we're going to have to figure out, like, what, you know, there's a difference between, you know, patting someone on the butt and rape or child molestation, right? Both of those behaviors need to be confronted and eradicated without question, but they shouldn't be conflated.
And the problem I had with that Me Too movement, which a lot of people agree with this, is there was a lot of people coming forward who had already give consent after it. So, well, they'd been on a date with someone and then went back, had sex or give sexual favours, and then said that the fella took advantage of them.
A wave emerging in the Me Too movement as the accused say they deserved some Me Too time as well when it comes to due process. We, the story, have long said that there are two sides to many of these stories, and that idea is now gaining some traction. Comedian Aziz Ansari, accused anonymously in a new online article of sexual assault by a woman who says although she stayed at his apartment for what she calls a consensual encounter, she later decided that it was something more sinister. Now the woman who calls herself Grace, that is not her real name, is catching some heat.
It's not on. You know, just look up mattress scale. Look up mattress scale. Look into that. Look into it. Guys, we're living in a friggin' crazy, messed up world. You know, have you seen this Womanchester thing? So this is another thing for this International Women's Day. Dead quickly, guys, just dead quickly. They changed the name of Manchester to Womanchester in airports and places like this. Okay, it was a little bit of a gimmick. It's just having fun with it. Oh, it's great, isn't it? Ooh. But this is actually going on elsewhere in the world. There's actually a movement of people, of feminists, whatever you want to call them, feminazis, campaigning for this, for the word man to be taken out of other words. So you've got stuff like mankind, mailman, Manhattan, Manchester, policeman, human, and there's people out there who want to take the word man out of these words to feel a little bit more included. Because they don't want to be offended every time they hear Manchester, because the word man infuriates them. What type of women are like really campaigning for this? And men, if you're campaigning for it, you're not a man. You ain't a man. You a pussy, man. You pussy. But check this out. Check this video clip. It's crazy.
A writing guide at Purdue University, accredited school, apparently, tells students to avoid words like mailman and mankind in order to have, quote, non-sexist, non-biased writing. Kathy Aru is founder and publisher of Catalina Magazine, and we think she agrees. And she joins us tonight. Kathy, it's great to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
I got to say, there's kind of a basic irony here. I mean, you're lecturing us about sexism while you're sitting right now in Manhattan.
Manhattan. We need to rename the city then. The Big Apple. The Big Apple would be less offensive. So I feel that I'm sitting in the Big Apple, not Manhattan.
Okay, but why stop there? Why should the post office deliver mail?
I know. Well, it's spelled M-A-I-L, so that's okay. If it's M-A-L-E, then there's a problem.
Homonyms count, and this applies to email too, because it's not about spelling, it's about being gender inclusive.
Right.
And male is offensive. We've just learned that. So.
Well, no, I don't think they're including that, but they are saying that society has changed and times are changing, and we don't want to be offensive in our language. And they're trying to be non-sexist and non-biased, and that means trying to take the word man out. So instead of man-made, it would be synthetic. So instead of mailman, it would be mail carrier. So there's many ways to go around it. Instead of humanity, you should say people.
But
so,
mail carrier still has mail in it. So you haven't, it's kind of a fake, but that's a Dodge.
So package carrier.
Well,
we can come up with so many other terms that are less offensive. Yeah.
You might still offend dyslexics. You can change a vowel, but it sounds the same. It has that dreaded word that sends people shrieking for their safe spaces, mail.
Well, they're saying man. Man is the word that they're trying to avoid.
As you can see there, friggin' insane. Hasn't got an absolute clue. Changed the name of a city. On here, found this one. Okay, granted it was from 2009, but this Tanya Goals, oh shit, damn. Would a world without men really be so bad? I went through this article. I'm not even going to go through it all with you, but I went through it, right, and it was just a complete biased perspective. Do you know what it sounds like? Right, it sounds like this girl, right, she's had a few failed relationships, and she's just out. She just has it out for men. She just hates men. Or she just can't find a man, and she has all this pent-up aggression and hatred for men. I love women. You're a pain in the asses sometimes, but I love yous. This woman just absolutely hates us. She's talking about, look at this. Girls dress dolls, boys stab them. No, we don't. We don't stab dolls. What are you on about? You know, she goes through, like, if there was no men, there'd be no war. Leadership would be better. There'd be no religion, or religion would be better, whatever she's saying. I can't even remember. It's a friggin' pain in the ass. Getting me all confused. Can't even keep up with my own articles. I am just freestyling this video, by the way. You know, it's just a complete biased take on like, oh, why it'd be so much better if there was only women in the world. Shut up. We need each other, you pain in the ass. This video definitely getting demonetized. I've swore well too much. I wouldn't be surprised if my Scouse accent gets the video demonetized just because of how aggressive it sounds. Look, anyway, guys, I'm not shitting on women. I'm just telling the women who are shitting on men to stop shitting on men. That's all I'm saying. Happy International Women's Day to you too. That's great. But you've actually got equality. You've got it. Stop going on about the gender pay gap and all that. I can't believe people still believe that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Stop going on and blaming men for all your problems. Let's all love each other. Let's all make love. Hug, kiss. Yous do your jobs that yous are good at. We do our jobs that we're good at. And okay, if there's a female who wants to be a CEO, you know, she'll work up the right ladders to do so. And if there's a man who wants to be a nurse, he'll go and take the necessary steps. Stop saying it's all down to sexism and everyone's sexist, because every time I ask women, okay, what rights are afforded to men in 2018 that aren't afforded to women? You don't get anything apart from anecdotal responses, just like, oh, well, I had a friend whose cousin was in work one day and the boss was mean to her. Yeah, okay, so how's that prove sexism is existing in crazy amounts in the workplace? Oh, because he was mean to her and she's just a woman and she was mean to the woman. That's not sexism. That's just the boss being a knobhead. You know what I mean? I'm a boss myself. I understand how it is. You know, we're trying to hire more women. We want more women. But anyway, yeah. So I just want to, this is the first video getting back into it, guys. I might try and get a few over the space of this week. If I can get to 10,000 subscribers, then I can do this on an almost daily basis. Do you know what I mean? If I can get to 10,000 subscribers, because then I will be able to support the amount of the workload. It would be worth it, basically. So if you liked this video and you liked the general relaxed nature of it, and you've watched some of my other videos, make sure you subscribe and click the little notification bell, because if we can get to 10k subscribers, guys, as I say, I'm going to be uploading a lot more frequently. Okay, make sure you like the video, share the video, or dislike it, do whatever you want, I don't care. Comment below, get into arguments with each other, follow me on Instagram. See you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.